disrupt. One of the things that we like to talk about is really, we often have this idea of the separation of managers and non-managers. But in our world, we like to talk about everybody manages, okay? Who do they manage? They manage their customer's experience. So when you think about your work, what you do today, who do you actually do that work for? Who actually gains the value in that work? That's your customers. And so in this modern world that we're going into in HR, if we're going to be disruptive, we need to think about who in our workers, who are your customers, okay? How do you basically serve them better, and how are they serving their customers? So one of the other notions we have is about leadership. So leadership is not hierarchical. One of the things that we found in our surveys with the clients that we've had is that basically leadership comes from all directions. We've had people with 2 or 3 years experience leading projects that they never thought they could lead. So if you've got 10% of your company today identified with leaders, what do you think you could be if you had 50% or 30%? How much more adaptive would you be? So think about that as a direction. And last, think about what your culture is today and what you want it to be. If we don't adapt fast enough and quick enough to this modern world we're in, we're not going to survive. So we need to build adaptive cultures into our DNA. And when we do that and we create change, guess what? We end up with lots of empowerment, lots of people actually enjoying working. So that's what we're doing at CollabWorks, and now what we'd like to do is start the event here. I'd like to acknowledge the folks that this wouldn't have happened, and I hope you're going to enjoy tonight without this team here. So this team is part of what we call the Thought Leadership Group at CollabWorks. So we have a lot of world-class experts. Andrew Carpy, who's been doing some of the interviews, for example, knows more than anybody I know about work platforms. Here and kind of how we got to where we are with the speakers and so on. So just a simple 2x2, looking at people and adaptability. And so you as HR executives and executives who are managing HR, we obviously have employees, but in today's world, more and more people are now contingent workers, about 40%. So we need to actually manage both of those worlds if we're going to actually optimize the company. In addition, to talent, technology is important. And today you're going to hear 4 talks that have to do with AI technology, for example. So it's moving very fast. So these are more the talks today that will be in the traditional area of HR, but will be disruptive. And then we have talks that are spread in technology, both for employees and for shared workforce, and finally for talent and the shared workforce. So there's a very nice distribution of 14 talks. I think we're going to have 13 and a half, and we'll share with you what that half is about in a little bit. So the way this is going to work is that we're going to have each person do a 5-minute, is that the next one? Yeah, okay. So what we're going to have is, this process is you have 20 slides that you have 15 seconds per slide. So it's kind of like TEDx on steroids. So TEDx is really about 18 minutes. We're only giving people 5 minutes. So we got to really move quick, okay? And so we act quick as well. And we'll have 1 minute in between, and that's where you get a chance to express yourself, all right? We're going to do, and David will explain more about that, we're going to do polling. So there'll be 7 talks, a break. We'll ask you guys to introduce yourselves to people around you and to basically participate in the poll. And you can answer or ask some questions for about 10 minutes. So it's going to be very fast paced once we get started, okay? We'll have that break, then we'll do the next 6.5, and we'll then finish with another polling process. After that, you can see here we have a wonderful open bar. I do want to compliment Domenico Winery for all of the support. And by the way, they paid for the open bar, so let's give them a little hand.